All right, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How many people do we have in our Discord, by the way? Look at 8,700 in Discord, so that's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Pretty s-
growing.
and waitlist at 21,000. So man, it's just been a really great week. TikTok is bringing in a lot of folks, and yeah, I had an awesome treasure hunt this morning. So thank you all for doing that and having fun with it and everything. But yeah, Tyler, if you want to talk about any of the stuff.
Yeah, just super happy with how many people are here, how many people are asking such good questions, jumping in, being a part of it. We yesterday, I don't know if anybody saw this, but we had somebody from SoulSea reach out to us in our general chat of all places and created a private conversation for me and that person and a few others who are all apparently some kind of like committee that makes decisions on who gets involved on and listed on their website. For those not familiar, SoulSea is one of the Solana marketplaces. It's my personal favorite. I think that their designs, their UI, and just in general what they're doing is really good. Probably the biggest one or the one that has the most amount of transaction volume is Solanart. And we've yet to hear back from them, so we're not sure. But we have heard back from Digital Eyes and Magic Eden, and as I just mentioned, SoulSea. And so I've been talking with SoulSea people today and yesterday, and they're going to get our Cryopass collection as an independent collection listed on SoulSea. So for the 800 lucky people who are able to get in tomorrow, which is still on track for tomorrow to be able to mint, you will be able, and we're going to put links in there so you know exactly which collection to go to. But there'll be a link to the Cryopass Stranded Unicorn collection, which there's only ever going to be 1,000 of these, and 200 of them we're setting aside for giveaways. But tomorrow, 800 people will get one who do mint and show up first come first serve. And those 800, if you wanted to, you could go sell on and list and sell on SoulSea. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm trying to work out if we can get our main public launch mentioned on their website and their homepage to be like one of the upcoming projects. So keep an eye out for updates on that. So yeah, a lot of good things. Honestly, these are things that weren't really presenting themselves as definitive answers until recently. So anyways, I'm real excited. And again, I know I've been seeing a lot of people not sure if they're on the wait list or a white list, if they're guaranteed a cryopass, what the cryopass is. So I don't know if everybody here is already familiar, but I'll just run through that really quick. If you're on our wait list, that means that you signed up to be notified of when certain dates for the cryopass and launch are going to be out. And you're not necessarily guaranteed an NFT, but you are probably guaranteed if you're hanging out here on Discord and you're on our wait list that you will know the dates and times of certain things coming up before anybody else. So do keep an eye out. We will be sending an email tomorrow morning, like our time in the morning, which will probably be about 6 hours before the CryoPass mint, just as a reminder. And one other friendly reminder is you will need a Phantom wallet. For those who are here don't know what that is, basically where you will store your digital assets. So you could put in Solana, the cryptocurrency, or you could buy and hold your NFTs there. And with us, ours will be free. Our CryoPass, if you're one of the 800, will be free tomorrow. And your Phantom wallet will be what takes possession of that CryoPass. So yeah, make sure you have that in place and ready to go. Nolan and I have done some testing to because any revenues that come in will be coming into our Phantom wallet. We'll be moving money around to get to our banks and all these things. And it honestly takes like 30 seconds to install the extension on your browser. And that's another thing; it does have to be on your computer. So do what you have to do to be ready. I know time zones are all over the place. I've seen some people gripe about the time. Truth is, we got people all over the world. And we did put a vote out last week, and that was probably the second. I think it was the second most chosen time of all the time zones that we could make it work. And so, anyways, we're trying to do the best we can. Not everybody's going to be happy, but we are always going to be as accommodating as we can. So, yeah, that's pretty much my spiel for what I wanted to say.
Cool. Well, Yeah, hold up. Here you go. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this morning we ran a treasure hunt and it was really fun. Basically, yeah, for those of you who knew about it, and like here's the steps that Dream Faye took to win the Cryopass. Basically,
Mm.
first step is you had to get onto the slash cryo dash pass on our website, and then in there was a series of paragraphs, and the first letter and the last letter of each paragraph led you to do two different clues, which together allowed you to get into the page, and you were able to screenshot and send that over. So yeah, so that was super fun. I actually got invited to a Discord where there was like 20 or 30 people trying to figure it out together. So honestly, it was a lot of fun to watch you all squirm a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely not going to be the last one that we do. So keep an eye out for more as we go. But yeah, I think now's a good time to open up um, to chat a little bit. If anybody wants to come on up
Hey,
to
Nolan,
this
real
thing. Yeah.
fast. I just saw somebody ask, is there a specific link to get the CryoPass? And I know maybe you're not really willing to share everything just yet, but could you share
Yeah.
what the experience is going to be like for everybody tomorrow?
Yeah, we can announce it. It's not up yet. So that's okay. It will be at cryo.strandedunicorns.com. If you go there, soon it'll be up, and that will be the spot where you're able to sign up. You're going to connect your wallet. You're going to sign up, and then you're going to see a countdown screen, and that countdown, once it gets to 0, is going to automatically turn into a button, which will allow you to claim your NFT there. And so yeah, when can you sign up? We're probably going to have it up this afternoon. We'll probably send out a notification in Discord just to let everybody know to kind of thing. We're pretty much ready. It's just we're getting the last little bits in place right now. But yeah, I think that now's a good time to talk about it really quick. Is like our big reason why we're doing CryoPass was we were wanting to test our process for the main launch, but also to allow the first people to come in, and who hung around and stuff, but from the beginning, and so the cryo passes were basically we found a security issue with it, and so the way that we're doing the minting is when you press mint, you're not actually going to be minting it because we're already going to have minted them, and at that point, once you sign up, and then you claim your NFT, it's going to log it in the database that hey, this person with this wallet got number 2 or number 50 or whatever, number 1,000, to press the button, and then basically once they're all sold out, we're gonna send them all from one single wallet. We're gonna send them out to the people who pressed claim in the first 1,000 kind of thing. So for the main launch, this is going to be fixed and solved, but we just we found that solution where we didn't have to delay the launch, but it is a little bit of a different thing. So technically, for the first few seconds after you press mint, and then once it's all sold out, we're going to send them all right away. So I think based on the energy that we've got here, we're probably going to be selling it out pretty quickly, and so essentially you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see what number you are and everything, and then once it's actually sold out, we're going to send it to everybody at once, and so that will be what happens. So you won't actually see it in your Phantom wallet for the first split second, and then we'll be doing that movement. So just wanted to be upfront and explain that process a little bit. So yeah.
Hey, Nolan, real quick, if they are one of the 800, are they going to be able to see it instantly? Like, what is how will they know
Yeah.
whether or not they got that right away?
So essentially, what's going to happen is we're going to mint all of them today, actually, and so all of them are going to be minted and have a unique token ID, and so when you sign up and then you press the mint button, that token ID will become associated with your account based on the order that, if you're number 50 to press the claim button, it's going to put that put token IDs number 50s into your user data on the database. And so right away you will have it claimed on the database, and you'll be able to see it, and then you'll also be able to see like the token ID of that actual number 50 or whatever. And then it's just that you won't see it in your Phantom wallet until we sell everything out, and then send it out all at once. So that's the plan.
And if you are not one of the 800, you will see a screen that says, sorry, you missed out, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll send a screenshot of that right now. But yeah, basically it says, yeah, here you go. Yeah, it says that all of them have been reserved, but hey, you've signed up, and so now you'll be able to use this account on the main launch kind of thing. So yeah. So John Bovey, I almost said Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
But yeah, great question. Basically, no, we're going to be handling gas fees, and so the only thing is you're going to need to have a Phantom wallet. So go, make sure that you have a Phantom wallet installed on your computer, and you're ready to go, because yeah, MetaMask is not going to work if you're familiar with MetaMask, because that is a Ethereum blockchain wallet. Our project is going to be built on Phantom, and so, is built on Solana, and so you need a Phantom wallet. Okay, cool. Let's bring some people up really quick. I do just want to mention what XTZ's got mixed in the mix. So XTZ, why don't you come on up? Basically, yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
And it's all like fake stuff, right? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Yeah, and by the way, like to tag along onto that, the thing about Cryopass is we're reserving 200 of them for giveaways and for the team, and I think we're only going to be giving away like less than 100 on tomorrow on Mint Day, right? And so basically, there's going to be more Cryopasses given in the future, maybe before launch, definitely, but then also too, like after launch, we'll also be sending them out, and you'll be guaranteed one of those reserved unicorns from the original 12,500. So yeah, that's the thing, is like, if you don't make Cryopass tomorrow, you might have a chance on launch day. If you don't make it on launch day, you'll have a chance if you're like part of the community and doing some of the giveaways and some of the other game stuff. And so all of the mods now, we're planning on pretty much every day is locked up where there's going to be a game night every day. And so each of the mods will have a few Cryopasses to give out to people like during those game nights. So yeah, so I guess just stay tuned for all of that. So.
Yeah. One more thing on top of that. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure to put in announcements on them. And yeah, for those of you on YouTube who didn't hear, basically there's like a fake stock and crypto investment game, and basically if whoever wins in 7 days, whoever has the most assets at the end of the 7 days will get a Cryopass. So sorry about that, everybody, but yeah.
Yeah, and I know that some people may, due to other responsibilities, obligations, miss out on the Cryopass and maybe even on the main mint, if theoretically you're even there and you just miss it. I just want to kind of get everybody in the mindset that a lot of the NFT experience happens on marketplaces. That's why I'm so excited that we have other marketplaces accepting us and verifying our listing and our collections, because you may, for instance, have a really desired look or feature or trait that you want to go for, and you may never draw that in one of your trait boxes. However, there may always be one available on one of the marketplaces for sale. And the same can be said about base unicorns or even a unicorn with a couple of traits. And so the point is, like, don't, like, I hope everybody is coming in and trying to get one at mint, because it will be free. And however, you will always be able to buy one on one of these marketplaces. And it's my belief that for the near future, the cost will be lower than what it may be in 3, 6, or 12 months down the road. So just keep in mind that nothing is like, just because you miss one of these layers doesn't mean you're out, doesn't mean you can never jump in. And I think that the more people who are interested, the better it is for the entire ecosystem, because you could buy in 2 weeks at a much lower price than it'll be in 2 months. And if you play for 2 months and you want to sell, then you can, and you should be able to earn some money off of that. And that's, so kind of look at it more in a longer term perspective than, oh man, I missed out on this and now I'm out. I just want to kind of put that out there for everybody to think about.
Sweet. All right, we got NFT Man up here. Let's pop in. What's up? NFT Man. Oh, no. Okay. We'll bring up another person. Website.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, there you go. What's up?
Sorry, I'm driving, so I apologize if you lose me. So I just want to clarify something, because there was a lot of confusion. So the Cryopass reserves a unicorn, correct? So if, let's say, your Cryopass is set on the aftermarket, if someone buys 5 Cryopasses, does that mean they have 5 guaranteed unicorns on launch?
Yeah.
Yes, basically each Cryopass will give you a unique chance at or like a unique unicorn on launch. And that's the thing, is the people who've won the giveaways can still go sign up on the general Cryopass mint. And then also, if you have one or more Cryopasses on launch, you can also be one of the 11,500 to go claim one as well. And then you'll be able, so there's a chance that a person who won a giveaway can then go mint one of the 800, and then they have 2 Cryopasses, and then on launch they mint one of the 11,500, and then they have they have 3 basically unicorns on launch day, kind of thing. So
Gotcha. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that, because that pops up a lot. And then kind of not related to that, in relation to
Awesome.
oh no. Okay, website, hit it.
I have a question about Cryopass. What's the difference between the normal unicorns and the Cryopass unicorns?
Yeah, so it's going to be the same, or actually, okay, so it's a separate collection is the idea. So, one collection is the Cryopass, and that's going to have 1,000 only, and owning one will give you a guaranteed access to a unicorn and also future drops as well. But then, so that's one collection. Collection 2 is the unicorns themselves, and that is, the 12,500 on launch day, and then beyond that, as you fuse 8 and 13 traits to your unicorns, you can get more unicorns. Then so that's collection 2. And then collection 3 is the traits themselves, which I was just talking about, fusing to the unicorns. And so those, so basically you collect them separately from your unicorns. And then as you fuse the traits, it burns the trait NFT and, basically updates to your main unicorn NFT. And so, So basically we got the 3 collections, because you don't have to fuse traits. You can sell traits as well in the aftermarket if you want. So that's the 3 collections.
Yeah, and then obviously
Oh no. People keep dropping right as they're talking.
Yeah.
All right. Incog.
Yo, what's up, bro? Just want to say, just tip for like next, what's it called, hunts. Can you please tell us what we're looking for? Because my group actually found the password, but we didn't know what it was for. So when when the steps were revealed, we realized that, and we tried it out. We had the password, and it was correct. We didn't know what it was for because we didn't really understand. So next time, yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, but if you landed on the page, if you made it to, /LCP and you entered the password in there, it said, you made it, and then it told you what to do. And so, like basically, Dream Faye was the first one to, at a moderator and then give them a screenshot showing that it happened. So, so I guess just, like that's the thing is like the treasure is, like if we told everybody the steps and the end result, it's like, then it would make it too easy, So, yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Cool. It'll definitely not be the last one, so don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. Wolfie King, what's up?
Hi. I showed up a little late and I was wondering, could you repeat the link again for the cryopass that's gonna happen?
Yeah, sure. It's cryo.strandedunicorns.com. There you go. It's not up yet though, so it's like a broken link. Yep.
But also another question. What do you think the chances would be that later on within 3-4 month period for someone to have possibly a few like legendaries on their unicorn?
Yeah, so it's funny. Like this week has been like so hardcore on the cryopass that like we haven't even really talked about the project in a few days. So yeah, it's honestly like the cryopass is a big deal, but yeah, like the it's all to get a unicorn, right? And so I think that basically we've done simulations because it's all based on rarity chances, right? So to get to the point where you have if you get to a Pegasus, which you have to fuse 15 trait types, and it's not 15 horns, it's a horn, a hair, a nose. Yeah. So you got to fuse all 15, and then you fuse another unicorn to get to a Pegasus, right? And so like just that, if you're staying free, is going to take you at least 15 weeks, most likely more than 15 weeks because of the rarity chances, right? And yeah, was that?
I said, yeah, percentages, whether or not it's a legendary or like you just get the same thing over and over. It's a whole bunch of hard things to come by and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. And so I did do simulations though on if you had like a perfect God view of exactly what you needed to buy at the right time, right? And you were willing to buy the second and third traits, you could get a second unicorn within 4 to 6 weeks. If you're staying free, it's probably going to take you closer to 9 to 10 weeks. And then from there, you is when you start getting more traits and you're able to fuse quicker and then get more unicorns out of it. And so basically, it's coming to where if you're going to pay to get more traits, you'll probably make it to getting the point where you can get a new unicorn every week. It's probably going to take you about 12 weeks to get to that point. But if you stay free, you'll never get to that point, or it's very, very low chance of getting to that point, just because you got to fuse so many traits to your unicorns to get more unicorns to get more traits to fuse more. Yeah. So, but yeah, essentially, that all is only going to last 6 months, anyways. And so, yeah. All that said, I think that we'll have the first Pegasus in less than a week. I think that somebody's going to go play the market, going to buy a bunch of traits, fuse them, and not even care. They're all going to be trash traits that nobody really wanted. It'll be the floor traits, right? And they'll fuse them all to their unicorn. I think that we'll probably have a lot of Pegasi pretty quickly. And then, personally, if I was playing, I would probably, like I just said, not care about the traits of my original unicorn. And just get it to the point where I'm a Pegasus, and then it's when you start curating, right? But yeah, that's if you're gonna play the aftermarket, I guess. So yeah.
Got it. last question. The probably about like a half an hour to an hour before the launch for the Cryopass, would you be announcing it in the announcement channel, or would people have to know the link to get there?
Yeah, we're going to be announcing it in the channel probably tomorrow morning or this afternoon. We're going to be announcing it in Discord, and then we'll be sending it out to the wait list probably about 2 hours beforehand tomorrow.
Got it. Okay. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Yeah. I wanted to just touch on one of those topics too. I think that there's a very real scenario where you could theoretically buy your optional traits with the intention of selling them as quickly as you can on the market for a similar, if not slightly higher price than what you paid, just to get the cash or the Solana in your wallet to then be able to go pick and choose which traits you need for your strategy. So it's like, technically it wouldn't be free because you're buying something, but it could kind of all just be a wash where you end up initially maybe spending like $50 and you buy like 8 different traits that are all between like $3 and $10 or something like that based on the rarity. And then you never spend more money, but because you're selling those on the marketplace, taking in Solana and then going and buying others, where it's like a $50 investment could let you ride for like another month after that to be able to keep like leveling up to a Pegasus, so I don't know, there's a lot of ways that you can do this, but I don't think that it's necessarily pay to win. I think that it's like strategic on how fast you get there. And like Nolan said, though, somebody's going to probably pay a bunch and do it quick. But I think like a very small amount of investment as far as money goes, and just a decent amount of investment as far as time can keep you in the game and keep you up just as competitive as anybody else. Personally, at least that's what I hope happens.
Cool. I'm gonna bring up Xavier Mintz, but yeah, really quick before you get going, Xavier Mintz. Somebody over in YouTube asked, like, what do we mean when we say strategy? And that's the thing, is this entire project, like, there's definitely the dream is to get to the point where we have games that you can play your unicorns in, right? Like, that's where we're going as fast as we can. But the first step is the layer 1 collection game, and we look at it as a game because there's so many instances where you have to make a trade-off decision of, am I gonna like, buy these other 2 traits that I actually like and I would hope to see again, or do I wait and maybe I'll see them again later, or maybe I'll just find something that I like better, right? Then once you get that trait, it's okay, am I going to fuse this? Am I going to hold it and wait to see what my next trait is, or do I go sell it? And then if I sell it, what's the market like? Maybe I just wait for a little bit and then sell it once all of these are sold as well, so that my floor price can be a little bit higher. So like, there is a lot of complex decision making that you have to make, and so because of that, I think there is a lot of strategy to this, and it also leads to, like, in the span of the first 6 months, the strategy should be get as much unicorns as you can, because there's never going to be another unicorn after 6 months, right? And also too, you get more trait boxes for every unicorn that you have. So really, it is get as much unicorns as you can is the strategy, and then from there, it's starting to curate, right? But also too, like, once you get a lot of unicorns, then you get enough traits to start curating more. So, but yeah, there you go. Let's go, Xavier. What's up?
Yeah, hi guys.
Great.
So, I just had a few questions, obviously.
Yeah.
One of them is, will I be able to link my Phantom wallet to the website before the unicorn minting happens, the Cryopass minting, sorry?
Yes, you'll basically, in order to sign up for an account, you have to connect your Phantom wallet, and then you'll enter your email and sign up and all that. But yeah, basically every account needs a Phantom wallet before you can either sign up or log in.
Yeah. I've done all of that. I have my Phantom wallet connected. I have account and everything. But will I be able to link my Phantom wallet account before it starts? Or will I just have to be the quickest typer to be able to get a Cryopass?
Yeah, that's the thing, is we didn't want it to be the quickest typer, because then you're going to be typoing. You got to, like, go look up on your phone, like, for the verification code. Like, it's just going to be a mess. And so basically, yeah, you'll be able to connect your wallet to the website. You'll be able, you'll get the verification code to your email, and then you'll enter that verification, everything. And then basically at that point is when you're going to be able to like just kind of sit and wait for the button, and then it's just going to be click as fast as you can at that point. Yeah.
I also have some more questions. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Is there still suggestions available to get cryopasses?
Yeah, so right now it's honestly just like I'm still not done with the art of the normal traits beyond the the traits that are being suggested. So I've put myself like there's no more new community traits getting made outside of the fan art ones, but even those are already done. I'm just like making the art for them, like I'm finalizing the art and taking it into the file. So, but that's not to say that like we might add some more traits afterwards, right after launch. But I don't know. We're gonna try to be careful with that because like it could get a little messy where all of a sudden we drop new traits in and all of a sudden they're the most rare items in the game, but they're really not that like rare or very cool. And so it's like it might mess up with the market too much. So that's the only time that we'll add more, I guess.
So to be clear, you're not giving out cryopasses for suggestions anymore until later in the future.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Also, how's the captcha gonna work? Is it gonna be a full page of captcha, and will we literally be able to do everything before we have to hit the button? We won't have to speed through anything. We'll literally just be waiting there with our accounts already connected and everything, just waiting to hit the button, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. Is you'll like every time you log in, you'll have to do the captcha, and it'll be a full page that you can't move past, kind of thing. So, yeah, it'll be as long as you did it, when you created your account or you closed the website, you sign back in and everything, and you did it at that point. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, then that's all. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Somebody just a moment ago asked if they're going to be able to immediately list cryopasses right after mint, and that is my goal. I don't have that 100% confirmed, although the SoulC team told me that it should be there. I just like not to get into the technical aspects of it, but there's a thing called a candy machine ID number, and I need to get that from our dev team, and they're pretty much ready. They just need to do one more thing. And once that's ready, they're going to give me the candy machine ID. I'm going to plug that into our collection, get 100% verified. And once it's 100% verified, then I can answer the question. But as far as I can tell, it's very likely that as soon as the mint is in place and done, and all of you get your cryopasses, you will be able to go list on Soul at least. And I'm also going to try to make Magic digitalize an option as well.
There you go. All right. Popopo, come on up. By the way, everybody, I'm definitely going to be doing a TikTok live in about 2.5 hours as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Hi.
Hey.
So I have some questions. Wait, so what are all the 15 items?
Yeah, let me pull up the file because I don't always have it like perfect in my mind. But let's see. Okay, so there's the pattern of the skin. So that could be like a zebra or like a leopard or whatever. Like there's a bunch of patterns. Then there's like a shirt. There's like a jacket or like an overlayer. And then there's a chin. So it's like facial hair stuff. There's a mouth. There's a nose. There's ears, eyes, glasses, and horn. And then there's also a head item. And I think that's all 15. And then also there's Pegasus wings, but that's something that you can't fuse. It's got to be like something that you earn. And then the other there's actually 17. So like that Pegasus is the 16, and then the 15 is the skin color of the unicorn. And again, that's something that you're not going to be able to change once you mint it. So yeah.
Okay, so second question. I didn't really understand what is the link for the website.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We're definitely going to be sending out a Discord notification with it, and it'll be well in advance before we go mint. So you won't need to have a crazy time like getting everything set up or anything. So we'll be sending out again probably this afternoon, maybe in the morning tomorrow.
Okay, well, do you put it on the announcement?
Yes, definitely.
And we'll probably tweet about it or send an email out and put it in the announcements. Yeah, they'll, as long as you're like hanging out and you've been on the wait list and you either follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you should have plenty of time to be notified of everything that you're going to need.
Okay, is the link release on 2 p.m. Eastern time?
Yes.
Okay. What do you mean by minting?
So minting is like the act of like putting on the blockchain your unique item. And so that's in the NFT world, it's called minting. I think it comes from like coins, like in our country, in the US, we have like quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies. And like each year there's a new mint. So like 2021 quarters have been minted. And that's a collection of quarters in our country, right? And so there's a new collection that's been put into mint, and you get to mint your unique item. I don't know if that's exactly how the technical way, but that's how I've always looked at it. And so basically it's like launch, and at launch you create your unique one. If you are able to be the person who does it, you just minted into eternity your exact unique NFT, and that one is yours. So that's what the act of, like, the verb of minting is the action of creating it for just yourself.
Okay. How much time does it take until you get the trade boxes?
Okay, so first off, when you get a Cryopass, you won't have the unicorn until we launch. And so basically, once we launch, you'll get your unicorn, and then right away, right after the unicorn is minted, you will then have go get to open a trait box. And so those trait boxes are something that you can't purchase. It's just something that you get every 7 days per unicorn that you own. So if you have 6 unicorns, you'll get 6 trait boxes a week. But there's a limit to how many trait boxes you can open each week, and that's 7. So basically, if you have 8 unicorns, you can only open 8 trait box, or 7 trait boxes every 7 days.
Okay. I just want to say, you removed NFT3, man. I feel bad for him, so add him. I don't know.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I didn't realize he was in there. Okay, dope. I'll bring him up. You got anything else you want to chat about?
Not really. Have a good day.
All right. I hope you get a Cryopass.
Yeah.
Hope you all get a Cryopass who's in here. There you go.
Yeah.
What's up, Tree Man?
Hello, can you hear me? Do I exist?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, not that anybody asked, but my strategy is to farm. That's basically it, just farm traits. But anyways, I think one of the biggest reasons I'm pushing this project, and I'm sorry this isn't necessarily a question, but I'm in a lot of different NFT spaces right now, and you got a million profile picture projects dropping with like 10,000 pictures, and they don't sell in the first day, and they burn half their supply, and they don't sell in the second day, so they burn the other half of their supply. So they go from like 10,000 down to 2,000, and then like everyone panics and sells and drops out of the project. And that's just the common space right now. Everybody's doing it. I've seen like a dozen do it this last week.
Yeah.
And so I just think the approach that you guys have of not doing what everyone else is already doing is really why this is going to matter, and why I think like it needs to be pushed and people need to get on board. And I think it's going to be crazy just because you've got 1,000 projects that are going to flop in like the next 2-3 months because they're just like, that guy made penguins, I'm going to make penguins too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was basically it. I just had to get that out because it's just crazy. I've just in all these spaces and just seeing one after the other go under.
Yeah.
Man,
So I'm so excited and I'm so encouraged by like, your guys' ingenuity and your passion behind it and everything. So yeah, that's it. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, couldn't agree more. To be honest with you, like I'm not trying to talk trash about any other project or even like I agree with everything you're saying, but I think there's like a time and a place for everything. And then what happens is just in any part of the world, any industry, somebody does something really awesome, and then everybody jumps in. And I think like CryptoPunks, Bored Ape, Yacht Club, like a few big ones have done really well, and then everybody just copied because. And if you're a creator of a project and you could successfully sell out Mint, that might mean $3 million that you can make in a weekend, right? So the temptation to do that is great. And Nolan and I seriously thought about doing the same copycat crap in September. We were like, we could do this, man. We could go make $3 million, whatever, real quick. And we just like we went into it with one like rule that we always had to do what's best for the owners of our NFTs. And it started with, we can sell it for half the price of the average one. And then we just kept kind of like, that's not really what's best. That's not really what's best. And then I think Nolan was the first one to say free. And I was like, man, you're right. Let's go free. And then we just kept kind of every single time we hit like a fork in the road, we were like, whatever is best for the people who own our NFTs. What can we do to make it more fun, more engaging? And I think that with that like pathway that we were trying to follow, it was actually really easy. Once we realized we were on that path, then it's not so much that we were doing it different than everybody else. We were just trying to do what is the best for you versus best for us in some short term. And then we had to find ways to be able to generate revenue, which is where the cost of traits and things like that come in. And ideally, we don't need everybody to buy traits. Ideally, half or more can continue to play for free. And if a few people pay for a few traits every once in a while, then I think we make all the money we need to be able to keep doing this and be able to build games and improve. So hopefully everybody likes playing the game. And as more people do come in, and as more people want to play than what's currently available, then the value for all of you goes up. And it's like everybody wins. In the meantime, we get to make some money. We get to hire developers. We get to make the project better. We get to build games. It seems to make it kind of like where we're at now. It's like, why would you do it any other way? Is the kind of conversations that Nolan and I have privately. It's like, why would we ever go do it that way when that's what everybody is doing? So I don't know. I'm not trying to talk trash. I really am not, because I'm actually still buying into other NFTs and a part of it because it is a fun like world to be in. But as far as making our own, this just seems like the most obvious path for us.
Yep. I just want to raise up NF man. He mentioned earlier that you've been hustling to tell people about it. It's like so much that you've been mentioning us on TikTok a few times, and then I'll go read it, and the creator is like replying to you like, "Yo, stop shilling."
Yeah,
like they think that you're like we paid you to go do it. It's
yeah.
Solana NFTs are like, oh, gas prices are crazy, and I'll be like, hey, there's this thing on Solana, it's free, no gas prices.
Yeah.
And then they'll just come yell at me, or they'll DM me and be like, stop showing up in my comments.
That's awesome.
All right, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys are treating it like a business, and it seems like a lot of these other ones are just treating like a quick flip. And you listen to the community, but you don't do it in the way that it jeopardizes the business. Because a lot of these other ones, as soon as they don't sell out, their community says, like, get rid of the stock. It'll make it rarer. And it's like, I mean, kind of, but not really, because if the value was $10 and then you cut it in half, you just have half as much money. It's still $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of a sudden, like, now all of them are worth $20. It's like, no, you just have half as many that are worth $10.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I knew pretty early on that I thought a very similar way as you, NF man. And the truth is, like, I've been in the traditional investment world around stocks for a long time. and I've followed publicly traded companies, and they do so many things to artificially stimulate the value of their stock. And I see the same thing like 3-4 years ago with ICOs, when cryptocurrencies, like people were just launching new chains and tokens like every day. And I'm seeing the same thing here. It's like you can't just artificially stimulate demand and have that artificial stimulant last for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is the biggest problem in the NFT world, the way it is like there's only enough room for maybe 1 to 5 of these Bored Ape Yacht Clubs and these, crypto punks to maintain long-term value with the profile pick projects. And I think that the NFT world is going to continue to evolve, and maybe a year, like I don't know how old everybody is, but Nolan and I were young adults when apps started being a thing on the iPhone. And like Nolan and I knew that was going to be big before anybody really saw it. And when we were trying to make an app that we were really passionate about 12 years ago, the number one app, like the number one revenue generating app on iTunes was this app where you hold your phone, and when you tilt it sideways, it looks like a beer that's getting poured into your mouth. And then I think the second one was a fart noise where you could pay 99 cents and it was a fart noise. And so like that's where I think the NFT space is at now. It's at fart noises and beer cups. And I think like a few people have made it out of there. But like, there's only going to be Bored Apes and CryptoPunks and maybe a handful of others. And in like February, all of the not all, but 99 point whatever percent of the projects that are currently like a floor price of like 2 SOL, they may have a $0 floor price. Like they may be worth nothing in February. And I think the ones that are going to survive are going to have to offer some kind of engagement, some kind of activity, some kind of utility that's more than just owning a picture that you hope is worth more in 2 weeks or 2 months than it is currently. And that's what Nolan and I believe in. It's adding real life engagement. And there's a lot of people who are like, hey, we're going to make a game. And that's great. But if the game sucks or they can't get it built fast enough, then the value of the NFTs goes down. So it's like we're kind of making it where owning this is valuable by itself. And then the games will come. And so it's like, I don't know, like you said, we're trying to look at it like a business, and we're trying to build it where it can last and survive the storm of what's going to happen the next couple of years. Because, Mark Zuckerberg's talking about this metaverse. It's happening. Like whether we understand where it's going to be at or not, it is happening. And Nolan and I, we literally were saying just like 2 days ago, we just need to survive the next 3 years, because if we can maneuver where metaverses, NFTs, NFT gaming ends up in the next 3 years, and we're still standing in 3 years, I think we've made it. And we'll be able to navigate the next 3 years after that. And 10 to 15 years from now, this will be a much more mature space. And hopefully we're still here, and the NFTs that you guys are getting right now will still be of value and connected to future collections and future games. And because we can't possibly know what that's going to be, but we do know that if we stay relevant, we'll be one of the first to see it. And if we can be one of the first to see it and then react, and we have this strong community, like that's kind of how we're looking at it. We're not promising that we see where it's going to be in 3 years, but we're just promising we're going to keep trying to see where it is currently as fast as anybody else. I think that's the best that anybody promises.
I think the biggest advantage of all these large companies like Facebook and Microsoft jumping into the NFT like metaverse space is we're going to get the technology to advance it really quickly, and with the metadata that comes with NFTs, it's easily transferable, because you have projects that have been abandoned and now you have sanctuary projects where they're like, hey, here's a park, throw in your NFT that no one supports anymore and hit 0, and you can now use it in a thing. So the idea that you may exist, 2-3 years down the road when Microsoft has a platform and then partner with them, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So I'll stop wasting everyone's time. I would say the biggest analogy that I'm using in a lot of the spaces I've been in is we've discovered fire. Like right now, we've discovered fire and we're waving it in the air on sticks, and we haven't figured out how to make steam or anything yet, so we're going to get there.
Yeah, it's early. I agree.
All right. Thanks, guys, for the time. Appreciate you.
Yeah. I like getting into those kinds of talks. So, yeah, anybody who wants to talk about that kind of stuff, we can definitely get into it, because it really speaks to why we're doing this. Like Nolan and I definitely, love gaming. We definitely love NFTs as standalone things, and we definitely love building products and being a part of the community. But like, we always want to try to improve what's currently happening, and I think that everybody has that desire. Like Nolan has been a UX UI designer for about 10 or 12 years. And what he's always done is try to push the envelope with his designs to make the consumer apps and websites that he was building, make them more easy to use, make them more intuitive for the customers of our clients, make it easier to get to the solution that everybody wants. And I think if you can apply that same desire to improve to the NFT world, to the NFT gaming, then it's like, and right now, if all we're at is like fire, like the bar is low. And so, we just got to raise it up a little bit. And then as soon as we get comfy there, we'll raise it up again. And that, I think that speaks to why Nolan and I get so passionate about trying to do it differently, is we just see a way that it can be done better. We're not talking trash about anybody else, because, somebody may come along and do it way better than we are. And then we'll look at them and we'll try to learn from them and try to improve on that. It's like, it never ends. Like, there's no finish line. It's just always trying to be better. And that's how we're looking at it.
Dope. McManiac, what's happening?
Well, I have a few questions and one question for XDZ.
Yeah.
Question number one, let's say. Did you run by chance a simulation where someone has 3 unicorns on Mint?
No, I didn't run that, but basically, I can pull up the chart. It kind of becomes, once you get a certain amount, you get more quicker than before, kind of thing. So let me pull it up. But are you trying to say, like, how soon would you get to the point where you have more, you're printing a unicorn every week, kind of thing?
Not necessarily, but I'm thinking if you want to give away and you'll get on Cryopass tomorrow and you get a unicorn on Mint, that could mean 3 unicorns.
Yeah.
And I think that you'll open 3 trade boxes a week and all that, and you pretty much get a bit of an advantage.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, it looks like basically once you get 3 unicorns in your wallet, it takes roughly about 2 to 3 weeks to get another one, that kind of thing. And that's if you're paying for more trades each box. And also if you open all the boxes knowing like exactly what's in the next box. Like, it's definitely not going to happen that way, but yeah, basically it'll still take 2 or 3 weeks. And it's really not until you have 4 or 5 unicorns that you're really have a high chance of getting at least one a week at that point.
Okay, that was question 1. Question 2, if we get to Pegasus, can we make new unicorns? Like, if I add 8 traits to my Pegasus, will I get a new unicorn?
No, it's only on the base unicorns is the plan.
Okay, because I saw someone was asking or something like that a while ago, and okay. And XTZ, if you're here, I have a question for you.
Yep.
What's your plan with the game? Like, where are you going to invest?
Well, I'm since it's only 7 days, I'm just going into crypto. Went and saw which currency had lost the most amount of percentage within the 7-day mark, and I bought all in on that. And so far, I'm up 1,600, nearly 700 Danish crowns.
Well,
yeah.
Well, that was all. Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, you too.
Can't wait for me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hope you get one.
It's a big day tomorrow. It's building. All right, El Chapo, I'm bringing you up. Only got a few more minutes, so maybe we'll bring up one or two more people.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello. And I got one question. It's about how to make an account. I don't know.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be definitely by tomorrow, probably today though, we'll be sending out the official link with it up, and at that point you'll go to the link and you'll connect your Phantom wallet, and then that will allow you to create an account. with an email and a password, and then it'll send that email a verification code, and you'll have to enter the verification code, and then at that point you'll be logged in, and it'll take you to like a countdown page, and once the countdown it hits 0, it'll turn into a mint button at that point.
Okay. And do I need to be 18 or what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah, the main thing is, regardless of how we look at it, there's other barriers of entry that require you to be 18. Like for instance, to buy cryptocurrency on an exchange like Coinbase, you do have to be 18. And to be able to buy and sell trades on marketplaces, they do require you to be 18. I know OpenSea, which is ETH, not necessarily Solana, they do have a policy where you can have your parent or guardian set it up and under their name and their supervision. So that's basically the same rules that we're going to apply. Is whoever is the account holder does have to be 18, but who they let go into their account, I suppose, is up to them, and we can't do anything to prevent that.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Shark Sharon, you're next.
No.
Hey.
So I was just wondering. So you do get an extra trait box with, like, if you get a Cryopass, you do get 2 trait boxes then. So would you get a trait box? So would you get 2 trait boxes on like launch day?
Yeah, basically, the way that the trait boxes work is every unicorn gets one when they first get minted. They get to open one, and then at that point, a 7-day countdown starts. And so then that will allow you to open it at that point, but it doesn't automatically open it for you. So basically, like if you come back 10 days later, you'll open it, and then it'll start a 7-day countdown. It won't be like a 4-day countdown at that point, kind of thing.
Okay. And then I also have a second question. But are the unicorns in both of your like profile pictures, are those like actual ones that are like real?
No.
Like real.
Yeah. So right now, no unicorns have been minted yet. But yeah, it is directly like from our art pile kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's not connected to the NFT at all.
Okay. That was like it.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks.
All right, let's do one more. Love, come on up. Yeah.
Okay, hey guys, sorry, I just have one question or two maybe. So I know each trait and trait boxes have their own rarities.
Mm-hmm.
But when the unicorns are minted and we pick the color of the unicorn based on like strength or whatever it is, so how are those colors of the unicorns gonna have their own rarity as well?
Yeah, so the color, the colors are gonna affect the rarity in that you'll be able to filter for that on our marketplaces. The thing is like we're not looking at a red horn and a blue horn. Like if it's the same trait, it'll be labeled as the same trait on the aftermarkets, like on the secondary markets, because we didn't want to make like all of the combinations as separate traits, because then we would have had way too much, and so it would have been hard to filter. So on our marketplace, when we build one, it's going to allow you to filter into red or blue of the same horn, but yeah, because of that, there will definitely be rarities to the colors, and it might have an effect on value. But really, I think that the color really will only affect the value in that I want to make a mage, so I'm looking for blue traits, and it'll kind of be left at that,
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. So, on that note, I don't know if. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I don't know if you saw, everybody, that you can do like a vote by giving a reaction on pick your avatar. It seems like quite a few people have. And what I would use this information for, like if I was the type of person who's wanting to resell unicorns, even base ones, when you yourself minted one and got to choose the color. I like personally, if you look at this, you can kind of get a vibe of what is going to be worth more by demand on marketplaces. Like, for instance, Assist seems to have the least amount of people choosing versus like Paladin and Assassin. They have quite a few people who seem to be interested in going that route. So, like, strategically, you would have to imagine that this is going to be pretty correlated to the value of base unicorns based on their color. So just keep that in mind. I don't really want to give any financial advice, but I think there's some pretty interesting information in there.
But you know what, though, Ty, is I don't think that's fair. It's a fair vote because Necromancer was not listed. And every time I say Necromancer, people go nuts. And specifically, when I say that you can make a Necromancer tank, for whatever reason, that really hits the TikTok people.
Yeah. No, it's a cool word. It definitely is definitely. But I do think that there's some at least useful information on these reactions. Like you can see, like, and actually this might be a better way of putting it. There will always be an interest, but how long it takes you to sell at the floor price is relative to how much interest there is. Like if they're like an Assassin seems to have quite a lot of interest. If you have, what color is Assassin again? I forget. Orange. If you have an orange one, you should be able to move it pretty quickly. But if you're trying to sell a lesser interest color, it might take you a longer time to sell one of those. I guess that's maybe the most the furthest that I'm willing to say, I guess.
Yep. Cool. Sweet. Okay, and really quick, just a recap on everything. I am clever. You brought up a great question on if you sign up today, will you be have an advantage tomorrow? No, because if you sign up on the wait list, if you've been here for a while, it's all just first come first serve tomorrow on mint day. So if you have an account and you get through it and you're ready, then tomorrow when you land and it's 2 p.m. Eastern, so about just under 24 hours from right now, the mint will go, and then the first 800 people will be able to mint it and get their unicorn. So
yeah.
All right. Sounds
Looking
good, guys.
forward to it. Get your Phantom wallet set up. Make sure you are ready. Let's go.
We'll see you tomorrow. And also, in about 2 hours, I'll be live on TikTok. So I'll see you there too.
Yeah.
All right.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.